until you tagged me. Then I had to come running here. See Darcy, she's cool.
And we got Ryan joining the room.
Hey guys, how's
it
Hey,
going?
Ryan.
Hello.
Good. Hi, Pablo.
I feel like I'm finally
Hi,
catching
everybody.
up with everyone and their setups. I got a microphone. I got a new light here. And
Catching up.
Is
Yeah.
that a Blue Yeti?
it is a Blue Yeti, yeah.
Awesome. It's cool. The sounding is perfect. It's very clear.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
How's mine?
Yeah.
My little MacBook Air that's older and like the fan is running hard to keep up with the processor here.
It sounds fine. What I've noticed is the jump between laptop mic to microphone is pretty clear and obvious, but microphone mic on laptops are decent. The cameras are the ones that are not good. Webcams that are built into cameras are terrible.
Yeah.
I had a troll on Twitter on Sunday. I had just gone live. I was like, I didn't have a whole lot of time. It was getting late. I wanted to make sure that I made it in for my HAPS challenge commitment. And this troll's like, you got wrinkles, you need skincare. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm authentically me. I'm over 40. I have no makeup on. This is me. And, take it or leave it. So Pablo, Anita asked, did you have a haircut?
I cut it myself, actually. We are still in we have a high COVID number of daily infections here in LA. So I'm not going anywhere. And yeah, so I'm not going to take my hat off because I only did the sides because it was just getting annoying with my ears. So everything up here is still there.
Party on the top, short.
Yeah, I can do a man bun at this point.
Back, you've got top and bottom. You call it the COVID mullet. Oh,
awesome.
Here, so real quick, I was going to give a couple of the tips that I've learned from Clubhouse, and I figured what I'll probably do is use. I love Clubhouse and I'm on that a lot, but there's no perpetuity of it. Is that the right word? Yeah, because it's ephemeral, but it's non-recorded. Mm-hmm. So I don't have time today because I got to go on in a little bit, but to get my notes from that week and recap them on HAPS. So then I have to multiple slides. Beth Hoover. Hi. Have you been in Dallas like all along? Your name sounds so familiar, and I'm wondering. I lived in Dallas for 9 years, from 2003 to 2012.
Yes, I've been since then. Yes.
Oh wow, the comments are coming in fast now. Whoa!
Yeah.
Check and see if we know each other.
That's awesome.
So thanks for inviting me on, and hey Yassine and Ryan, thanks
Hello.
so much.
Hi, nice to meet everybody. No, a couple people here.
Pablo, I thought was on, but maybe he jumped off. But
nope, I'm still here. You might not see me because there's a max number of icons that you'll see on the iOS version right now.
Okay, that's fine. This is the second time that I've joined in a broadcast, or the third time I've joined in a broadcast, so I'm learning.
I'm learning too. This is my third broadcast total, my third time on HAPS total. So
I heard that.
I'm a week and a half in, so
good.
I'll get there. Wow,
I'm happy you're having fun.
Popular. So I can't keep up with the comments here.
Yeah, you should see our community updates and Q&A. It is it is so much fun trying to read everyone's questions.
When you see if my camera's bouncing back and forth, I'm using my touch screen to respond to comments. So that's what's going on.
Hi, Joanne.
I'm gonna do. I don't have a lot of time today because I still have a ton of. I have to get to the store here shortly.
And you're preparing for a camping trip, so you got to run, Sue.
Yeah. I haven't even started, and I still have to get to the store. I still have some more work and calls and all sorts of things. So I wanted to make sure that I got on here because last night I was in a room on Clubhouse, and we were talking about small business marketing ideas for blue collar businesses. So I told everybody in the room about HAPS, and I was trying to get them on tonight, but they had some are still on Clubhouse right now, and some had some other commitments. But I will look forward to having better scheduled that, and having a topic. And this is fun though, like these just meeting new people. So I'll have to plan times that are structured more like, hey, here's the recap and getting down to business. And then others just, this is HAPS is really fun for the weekend, kind of just wine and dine, free flow. Pablo, when did HAPS start? When did it open?
So there's two answers to that question. So HAPS started in the fall of 2018 as a news production company to live broadcast news from all over the world that, contributors that were journalists, activists, citizen reporters joined in and pitched their stories to our team of producers and directors and hosts. And then we just got together and gave them a platform that was easy to use from their phones to go live to an audience of about 20,000 people on Twitter. And then, as it got bigger and bigger, it was clear that we were kind of bottlenecking everyone's stories because we were holding the keys to the tools, and there was a lot of people that wanted to use them. So what we then did is opened it up and gave the tools to everyone by making the app public in March of 2020. And here we are now, through a lot of marketing and, hand-to-hand collaborations and working with journalists and working with artists like Bobby Bicker and
love Bobby.
Travel gurus like Louise Poppy and Chantel TV. We kind of positioned ourselves in a great spot. So when Periscope did announce that they were shutting down, it made sense, right? HAPS kind of made sense as a good alternative because it's not only a tool to multicast to Periscope, but it's also a platform in and of itself. So you can take advantage of still bringing your audience over from Periscope while actually starting to build an audience on a whole new platform.
Thank you for that recap.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is in terms of how just now we've got a whole bunch of faces together on one screen, and correct me if I'm wrong, we can do up to 8, right?
We can. We have space for 2 more.
Okay. I don't have time for 2 more right now. We'll in the future. What I was going to say though is I love how social this can be too.
Yeah.
And so I think like game shows would be tons of fun on the weekends, like trivia and all that. You probably have lots of people doing those, but those are
lots of trivia happening for sure.
Yeah.
Stephanie, we've never met. How are you?
And are you in Kentucky? Yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to be able to.
Oh,
I can't hear your audio very though.
Yeah, it seems like you're really far from the microphone.
Very low.
Oops, didn't mean to knock her out. Let's see here.
We're playing tag.
Um,
Steph, can you try chatting?
Can you hear me now?
Ooh, yeah.
very good. And we have your program button all the way up. So I did. Oh, that was fun. I did have some peeps last week that over the weekend that did show me that some of the controls that you can have, like if somebody comes in and their mic is too loud, then you can lower one. So that's really quite impressive to have all these levels of controls.
Yeah, so you can actually see, for those of you that are in the studio, there's like a little audio level right next to the profile photo. So we can watch as everyone tests their audio to see where everyone's at. Beth, when you joined as well, you were a little low, so I brought up your volume and now it's better. But Stephanie, when you speak, I'm not getting anything at all. So that means I have a feeling there's something wrong with the microphone there that we can troubleshoot.
So I did make it to, I'm at 308 because you guys are all awesome. And Joanne, if you're still watching, Joanne fam, go Rice Girl. If you aren't already following her, she's a great one to, I've known Joanne for 5.5 years. I met her live.
She's a lot of fun.
And I met her live at Periscope Summit, and she is yeah, she's tons of fun, super smart, and she's fun to watch too, because it's almost like Joe, I hope you don't mind this reference, like Seinfeld, like live stream about the most mundane things, but it's
Yeah.
like
Entertaining.
she's so engaging. You wouldn't be bored. She's so she can she makes every day fun. So
Yes.
hi Chris, you're usually on Ike Berry's broadcast talking about politics, life, and maybe NASCAR. I'd like to give a shout out to Benita. Congrats on your $100 win. Your bet on $2. I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the. I was at church, so I missed the Super Bowl, but that's all right.
Stephanie, I think we're
They're on vacation.
A lot of feedback.
Anyway.
yeah, I think we're getting audio from you now, Stephanie. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys playing. Can you hear me?
There we go. So now you're a little high. So we're going to bring you down a little bit, and now we can actually hear you.
Good.
And now we can't.
Yes.
Can anyone else hear Stephanie?
I can.
Oh,
Nice to
you
meet
can.
you, Stephanie.
This is a bug. So I adjusted Stephanie's mic input in the program, and now for whatever reason, me doing that, I can't hear her anymore. But you all can.
Yeah, we can hear her.
And I can hear you.
This is a fun game that I like to call Find the Bug.
It's like whack-a-mole, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
Actually, I
Sometimes
just
it would
want to
happen. I
say,
would say
I want
it
to
would
say
happen
hello.
when somebody new joins in. I would say kind of some people would not hear in the broadcast of somebody new joining in. Pablo, I've gotten a lot of people saying about that. So
Interesting. Okay, good to know.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad we found that so that it doesn't happen anymore. It's new because I just experienced that yesterday during our I don't know if you all tuned in to our roundtable yesterday, but it was a mess of a show. But a lot of fun because it was such a mess. But that's the first time I saw that be introduced, and I'm glad double checked on that.
I have a quick question. Is there a certain protocol or anything like community do's and don'ts for HAPS?
Yeah, so there's community guidelines that are listed on the site. If you go to your feed, you can see them in the top right-hand corner under resources, or you can go to haps.tv/guidelines, and that's where you can read.
I got distracted because I didn't really. Oh, Beth was saying hi to Grateful Chick. Okay, I got confused for a second because I was thinking, like, wait, Beth is Grateful Chick? Sorry.
I have a question. So since Darcy started the broadcast, is she going to see something different than what I'm seeing here as far as the screen? Where you were talking about being able to change the volume and that kind of thing?
I don't know if what Beth just said was addressed to me, but I didn't hear any of it because I also adjusted her volume earlier.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yassine, do you mind translating the message over?
I think she was talking about the how to the volume. That's only on Broadcast Studio. You cannot adjust the volume.
Correct. Yeah, there's no iOS tool to adjust the volume just yet, but that's one of the major tools that we want to bring to the mobile site as well.
Okay. Well, I just want to say
I'm going to refresh. I'm sure if I just refresh, I'll be able to hear everyone. 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Yep. Okay. Go ahead, Beth. You were saying?
I really love HAPS. I mean, I think it's awesome. So I've got a lot of people from Periscope coming over. Larissa is here. If she's still here, Grateful Chick, make sure you follow her for sure. There's a lot of things because I started Periscope back when Darcy and Larissa and I've met in person, even through Periscope and with some other people. But this, to me, having this live interaction where we can actually all come on screen together and see each other is a huge improvement from that and more social. And the fact that you can leave comments out on the replays, like you're still interacting. So thank you so much for making this available.
Yeah. And I saw a
Right.
comment on the side for Bruce about nobody's coming back to people who aren't top common, or I don't Bruce, I'm trying not to interrupt people while they're talking. I'm brand new to this, so I'm still getting used to, I was actually just asking Pablo about is there, and Pablo is going to help direct me to see where the community guidelines are. Yeah, there's a lot of anybody that's in the audience and comments and doesn't get a response. Understand there's a lot of comments coming in.
It's a lot of multitasking. It takes practice.
It takes time
Me
and
going back and forth. So
trying
like
to make eye
you guys can
contact.
tell, like I'm looking at like two different things, like you guys, and then the comments and the back and forth.
And there's already 6 people here on screen adding in the comments on the side as well, to be able to not interrupt people but to acknowledge people. It is a skill that's learned over time, and this is only my 3rd time on this, and I'm still learning. So Pablo, you were saying where we can find the community guidelines?
Yeah, so you can go to haps.tv/guidelines, or just go to haps.tv in your feed in the top right-hand corner under resources. It's at the very top of the resources list, and you'll see it there as well.
I'm not seeing a resources for.
Are you in the main haps.tv feed, or are you in your profile?
I'm in the broadcast studio.
So that's why. Yeah, it's not in the broadcast studio. You'd have to open a new tab and go to haps.tv. I'll actually just post the link here.
Hey, Jimmy. Okay, guys, so I'm going to have to jump off. So I just wanted to come on and say hi. And thanks for inviting me.
Good to see you, Beth.
Yeah, nice to see you. Nice to meet you as well.
Seeing you.
Okay, nice to meet you guys. See you soon. Bye.
See you.
So follow Beth Hoover for this, and Stephanie Hughes is a mom after the heart of Jesus. Ryan Portsline, that's an interesting last name. I like it. Aviation tech life analyst.
Ooh.
Dean is. And Ryan, where are you based? Or do you have any location?
In Kent, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a little bit north of Akron, about 45 minutes south of Cleveland, right next to Kent State University.
Thank you. And Yassine is a content creator / broadcaster. Any particular topics, Yassine?
Well, I also was on Periscope back 5.5 years ago, and used to do some travel content usually, and moved over on Haps, and having see new faces and meeting new people, and also some familiar faces that I've known since the 5 years. So, yeah.
Great.
And being here on Haps is great. So. Awesome.
I actually want to say thank you for inviting me. This is, of course, I'm sure Pablo, we've shared emails back and forth. This is actually my first time on.
Wow. Yay.
This was a huge step for me. Someone else several weeks ago had tried to invite me on, and I couldn't get on. I was like, forget this HAP stuff. Pablo, Peter, all of them is just like way over my head. This is just too much. And when you done it tonight, I was like, shaking. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it. But yes, I am from Kentucky.
Doing great.
And you guys were saying it correct. It's like Campbell's soup. It's Campbellsville. And if you look at the map of Kentucky, where I'm located, it's actually heart-shaped. I'm in the very south center of Kentucky. And I'm sure you can tell, as everybody says, the accent.
Yeah, the accent is there.
But I love your all's accent as well. Because, see, to me, you guys are just like, oh, gosh, they're going to be like, that girl is so country. Yes, I do live in the country, too.
Cool.
But I'm actually excited. I'm learning. I took that step tonight. Thanks, Pablo, Peter, all the group, every one of you guys for helping. I'm You pushed me forward tonight by inviting me. I was like, oh, no, she's not. I'm not. I am not seeing that.
Everybody that's like a well-known broadcaster or like around the world, they all say, the first step is just going live, and that every single one of them says they wish they went live sooner. And
Well, on Periscope,
more and more, it gets easier and easier, right?
Oh, it was easier. And I'm not sure if you remember, Pablo, I asked you and Peter, I was like, isn't there a way you can hide, like, you don't have to come up and you can just use your picture?
Oh, yeah, I did see your question. Yeah.
I was the one that asked that. And I was like, because a lot of people invited me on Periscope, and I would go up, hey, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I got this.
Well,
But
I guess if there's
this
not
has been a little different.
do like like put something up ahead in front if you
Yeah. You can also turn off
Is
your
anybody hungry
camera.
now? I'm flashing a pizza up here.
Is that a pepperoni pizza with sharks on it, shaped as pepperonis?
Yeah.
So are you guys, I know, I don't remember your name, in the middle, that's from Ohio.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Sorry, I just noticed a comment from one of the commenters. I was so nervous. Now I don't shut up. LOL. So I don't want to be rude, but I did plan on just coming on for a little bit here too. And I thought I was going to talk about a recap of the week and some small biz tips, but I need to I'm so excited to meet all of you. And I'm learning every time, and I'll get better. So I think I'm going to I'm going to go to haps.tv/guidelines, right? For seeing the community tips.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. And I'm going to replay this to follow each other back, subscribe, right? That's what, like, a follow back is actually called subscribe, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so you can go back to your broadcast here in your profile, and you'll see all the names in the top that joined, so you can follow everyone that participated.
Is there a way for scheduling them in advance so that people will know to look forward to a certain time of like, oh, this is coming up?
Yeah, so
I love that feature.
Yeah, if you go to the Go Live tab, there's Create New Broadcast, and then right below it is Schedule a Broadcast.
Okay.
And there you can input the title, the location, blah, 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 and then hit post, and it'll actually create the post for your broadcast already on your profile.
Okay.
But it'll just be like a scheduled post. And then once you're live, it goes to that same post. So if you want to embed that post somewhere on a different website, you can do so ahead of time since it's that same link.
And then can I pre-invite, like if I have certain panels that I can have them embedded in it, that when it goes live, does it auto invite them?
Correct. Yeah. So if you invite them in that scheduler, it'll already have their name as participants for the broadcast.
Okay, awesome. And then remind me, is like, I've created this, but right now if I think I just invited y'all up. I think Pablo was able to do things because you're Pablo.
he got the magic trick.
Yeah. He's got special magic tricks, but otherwise, since I created the broadcast, I'm the admin of it. If I made anybody else a co-admin of it, they'd have equal. It's not like one's the official host, and then there's like secondary admins. Admins are admins, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So once you assign someone else to be a director, they have the same powers that you do as far as editing what's on the screen and all of that. The big difference is that if you leave as the host, the broadcast ends. So no other director can take place of the host in that fashion.
Okay. Yeah, I know that's one thing then that they're working through on Clubhouse right now, that there's been some hijacks.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. Someone
try to be nice and invite somebody new up, and then they hijacked my broadcast. I could just end it, and it's not that I have to worry that somebody else is taking it over. Okay.
And adding to the scheduled broadcast, Pablo, we can change the title, but we cannot change the timing, correct?
Yeah, so you can edit the title, if you open the studio for that broadcast ahead of time, but you cannot change the time, unfortunately, yet. So we are working to add an edit tool for the scheduled broadcast that will allow you to do a little bit more editing and also select whether you want it to be landscape or portrait, because right now it defaults to portrait when you have a scheduled broadcast, which again, you can also edit in the settings of the actual studio once you're ready for that. But for now, it defaults to portrait.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And I just noticed that the comments I can on the corner I can do private, and that's just to the other broadcasters.
Thanks for doing
Yeah.
that, by the way, because
we
I
call it
subscribe to you too.
That's I don't know. Every platform has different terminology. Do we call
Right.
it
We have
broadcasters?
we haven't fully decided, but I think the term that's picking up steam is hapsters.
Okay, so I can do privately to those on the screen, and I can unlock and I can comment out. I said hi, everybody. Hello.
Yeah.
That goes actually to us on screen.
What was that?
Darcy. That goes actually to us on the screen, or to your moderator if you have a moderator set up.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yeah. So Stephanie, you your response to Cami was actually private, so I don't think she saw it, even though she tagged.
That's what I was looking at. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, how do I unlock this? And why am I locked in?
Yeah. So there's a little where you go to comment, there's a little lock icon to the bottom right side of it, and you'll see the box go from pink to gray to allow you to make a public comment.
I clicked on that, and it still stayed pink on me. So I just commented, and I was like, I realized she does not, because it's showing private. And I'm like,
oh, did you remake the comment after selecting the lock?
Mm-mm.
So that's what it is. Once you've sent the comment, it's going to stay private. But if you want to edit it and send another one, you can make sure that you unlock beforehand before you send it.
Oh, there's one of my sisters on here. Actually, my friend. So hey,
that's the party here.
Somebody else on there.
Stephanie, sorry, I'm going to have to end the broadcast.
Yeah, no worries.
But my neighbor over here before 7 o'clock, and it is 6:53. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure the party continues on another Haps broadcast here soon.
Yeah, I am excited, and Pablo, I'm excited to have you on my room on Clubhouse. I'll send you. I'll be scheduling that. I'll tag you in on that and help promote that, so you can talk more about Haps, and we'll get more people from Clubhouse onto Haps and all that good stuff. And
looking forward to it.
I'll be around.
Rooms and we'll have some party rooms where we can just flow, but right now I am on a deadline.
Perfect.
All right.
Great. Good seeing you again, Darcy.
Having me.
Stephanie and Christine and Pablo.
Nice
Good
meeting
to see you,
you.
and welcome to Haps. And
What was that again?
and congrats on your 250. Congrats on your 250, and welcome to Haps.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And Larissa, grateful chick. I'm definitely having you on here soon too. So, all right, yeah, I've got messages coming in. I gotta get going, but thank you so much, and we will see you I'll be subscribing to y'all, and look forward to seeing y'all again.
Likewise.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Thanks for having me. Bye bye.
Thank you all.
See you, everyone.
And thank you, Gail. Super heart.
Thank you.